final video of the day, guys. And yeah, all the great times of happening and good lucky is kind of showing paying off because we have this TikTok thing here. And I am not a fan of really TikTok or any really much social media. Yes, I'm on Twitter, but I hardly post stuff because it is just toxic. All of the social media is toxic. I mean, even YouTube, if you go to certain areas, is definitely toxic. So I try to avoid these apps as much as possible. But kind of is weird considering this is bringing up again because, yeah, Trump already mentioned it. And it goes on to say TikTok should be banned from Apple, Google stores over data concerns, FCC commissioner. Now, it's funny that they say this because wasn't Donald Trump specifically asking or said that the TikTok should be banned and, you know, not allowed considering China was spying on us? Well, guess what? Maybe we should have done that a long time ago. You know, it wasn't like Trump didn't warn us before or anything. God forbid. Like this shouldn't really be amazing or completely new news, considering we were already been warned about this by Trump to begin with, and people just start saying like, "Ah, the hell with you." Yeah, maybe that's not the greatest idea. Popular video sharing app TikTok is a wolf in sheep's clothing that should be removed from the Apple and Google app stores, FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr said in an open letter on Tuesday. Carr, the Federal Communications Commission's senior Republican member, called for the ban in a letter dated June 24th and addressed to Apple CEO Tim Cook and Google CEO Sundar Pichai. Carr's letter made a heavy reference to a recent report detailing leaked audio from internal meetings among American TikTok employees revealing that China-based employees of parent company ByteDance and had regular and sweeping access to non-public U.S. user data. Carr likened TikTok's video and meme sharing features to sheep's clothing meant to distract from questionable privacy practices. At its core, TikTok functions as a sophisticated surveillance tool that harvests extensive amounts of personal and sensitive data. Carr wrote, "Indeed, TikTok collects everything from search and browsing histories to keystroke patterns and biometric identifiers, including face prints and voice prints. It is clear that TikTok poses an unacceptable national security risk to excessive data harvesting, being combined with Beijing's apparently unchecked access to that sensitive data." Carr wrote in the letter, which was posted to his Twitter account, Therefore, I am requesting that you apply the plain text of your app store policies to TikTok and remove it from your app stores for failure to abide by those concerns," Carr added. The post has reached out to Apple and Google for comment. He goes on to say with Brendan Carr is that TikTok is just not another video app. That's the sheep's clothing. It harvests swaths of sensitive data that new reports show are being accessed in Beijing. I've called on Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their app stores for its pattern of searches and data practices. BuzzFeed's news bombshell report detailed leaked audio recordings from dozens of meetings that suggested Beijing-based ByteDance had greater access to user data than previously known. The Chinese employees were reportedly capable of accessing data from at least September 2021 through January. The report cited audio from a September 2021 meeting in which a TikTok director referred to an unmanned ByteDance engineer in China as a master admin who has access to everything. In another meeting, a worker in TikTok's trust and safety department purportedly said that everything is seen in China. Hours before the BuzzFeed report surfaced, TikTok announced that it had migrated U.S. user data to servers run by Oracle. The company said it has a strong commitment to protecting the privacy of the U.S. users. TikTok declined to comment on Carr's letter. A company spokesperson referred to the post to its past response to BuzzFeed's report. "We employ access controls like encryption and security monitoring to secure user data, and the access approval process is overseen by our U.S.-based security team," the spokesperson said. TikTok has consistently maintained that our engineers in locations outside of the U.S., including China, can be granted access to user data on as-needed basis under those strict controls, the spokesperson added. The FCC commissioner countered that TikTok's collaboration with Oracle does not address the concerns he raised here, and does not clarify whether China-based workers will still be able to access the data. Carr called on Apple and Google to remove TikTok. Okay, that's just redundant at this point. TikTok is one of the most popular social media apps with more than 1 billion active users worldwide. In his letter, Carr cited statistics stating the app was downloaded from the Apple and Google stores, nearly 19 million in the first quarter of FCC commissioner wants the TikTok ban from Apple and Google stores in 2022 alone. Carr has emerged as a sharp critic of big tech firms in recent months. In April, he slammed Cook for delivering a speech in which he railed against the exploitation of technology to infringe on consumer rights while continuing to do business in China, where the government is accused of sweeping human rights and violations, including mass surveillance. And we have comments here saying, amazing when it was Trump sounding the alarm. Everyone made fun of him and nothing happened. Now, the FCC is sounding the alarm. Really? Did you check with the mentioned Joe or his handlers before you decided this? Once again, President Trump was right. Again, like as I said before, like we already knew this from President Trump, right? Like this is not really a shocker. I mean, Trump told us about this beforehand, and now we're going to start acting like, oh wow, it's like a big freaking deal. Come on, guys. Like, we know Trump was, said stuff about this beforehand, and why are we talking about this now? And it's like, we even have actual evidence of Trump talk about Trump doing the TikTok thing. So, let's see here. What can we find here, specifically on the TikTok ban Trump from before Trump could ban TikTok? So Trump banned TikTok. I can't even fucking, like, do the damn thing because it's all crazy. So, this is NPR, but again, regardless, this was in August of 2020. Trump signs an executive order that will effectively ban use of TikTok in the U.S. And President Trump on Thursday invoked his emerging economic powers to impose broad sanctions against TikTok, a move that steps up pressure on the Chinese-owned app to sell its U.S. assets to an American company. In the order, which it takes effect in 45 days, any transactions between TikTok's parent company ByteDance and U.S. assets will be outlawed for national security reasons. See, he's already said this beforehand, and we've been warned by him already. So it's not like this is exactly like a shocking news. And then we'll go to here that says leaked audio from 80 internal TikTok meetings show that user data has been repeatedly accessed from China. And so it goes, for years TikTok has responded to data privacy concerns by promising that information gathered about users in the United States is stored in the United States rather than China, and it's being and everything's being seen in China, etc., etc. So we know what's going on, right? So I don't know why this is such a big story. I only brought this back up because people are now finally talking about it. Like, this is a big deal when we knew about this already. It's insane that what... I don't know what we're gonna do, man. People are just idiots. Alright, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.